a lot of volume spike on this very price action. Look at this very spike at this very point. We have this spike here as well. We have this very little one at this very point as well. So if you look at the overall chart from this very perspective, around this very area, you discover that there are a lot of wicks on the candle at this very point, okay? Which is very, very insane. It's very insane, guys. And if you look at it on the ETH/USDT price action on the 4-hour chart, you discover that the wicks showing here is not as strong as the one we are seeing on BTC. So this very area right at this point is not showing much wicks on ETH. So within this very zone, we don't have much wicks here compared to what we are seeing on the price of Bitcoin. And the reason is because there is no much liquidity in the market at the moment, and tomorrow is Christmas, and we don't expect the market to just move all the way to the upside or crash back down all the way to the downside. What I'm expecting is stability in price, and then in January I expect the market to move to the upside. However, if you look at where price is right now, you discover that there is a high tendency that the market is going to, from where it is right here, move all the way to the upside. The reason is because if you look at where the market reach before this very move is this very area, which is this fair value gap right at this very point, okay? Market just touched this fair value gap and then begin to come back to the downside. And if you look at this very downside, you discover that there is another gap at this very point as well, okay? So that is where the market is going to grab liquidity from, and then the next move to the upside. So what I'm expecting right now is for the market to move from this very point to the upside, okay, very clearly. So if I take my buy position 2 from this very area, and this is my entry, okay, and then my take profit target obviously is going to be inside this fair value gap right at this very area, and then my stop loss is going to be slightly below this fair value gap area, okay. This is how this trade is going to look like. So we are looking at a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio. I believe that the market is going to find support within this very area, and then we're going to see the market move upward. And I'm not expecting aggressive pump on the price of Bitcoin. A gradual move to the upside is required from this very standpoint, and that is what I am now expecting on the price of BTCUSDT 4-hour chart. So don't look at the market just shoot all the way to the upside. A gradual movement, that means market move upward, come back down, and move into this very area of $91,000 in the next coming days, in my opinion. Also, the reason why stop loss is here, because there is a chance that the market can just move back down, okay, into this very area. This is our order block area at this very point, and grab liquidity from this very order block area before the final move to the upside. The possibility is also there as well that the market can just move into this very area of $94,000 and $95,000 before the next move to the upside. That possibility is also on price action, but what I am looking at on the immediate short term is for the market to find support within this very area. Then a lot of liquidity will be satisfied within this very point, then market is going to move upward. That is what you need to pay attention to right now, the price of BTCUSDT 4-hour chart. And if you look at the price of ETH, this very area is an important area. This is very from where the market is right now. However, if you look at where the market dropped from in the past, you discover this is also a fair value gap, okay. This gap here, which is an area of interest from these very points to the downside, that is where the market entered into before this very move to the downside. So this is a move that was necessary after the market get into this point, and then this very move to the downside. Obviously, I am also expecting market to move upward, and the exact point you should pay attention to as well is this very area of interest on price action as well. From this very point, we see the market move back into this very area. Okay, so this very point is an important point for me that I am watching on price action right now on the price of ETH. So for me, market can still come back down just a little bit on the price of ETH. So from where the market is right now, market can just come back down a little bit from where it is right now into this very area, and then the next move to the upside. That is why verification before taking any trade is always very necessary. You need to have your confirmation before entry. But if you look at this very point, if you take the buy or long position too from this very area, and then you place it on this very price action from this very point, your stop loss at this very area, okay, slightly below this very area of interest, and the take profit target into this very fair value gap area or into the order block region. That is what I am now looking at on this very price action right now. This is how this trade look like on this very price action. ETH USDT 4-hour chart. So expect the market to come back down a little bit. The possibility is there, but what I'm really expecting is for the market to move upward. Once I see confirmation, that will be a nice trade to drop on the Telegram channel. If you've not joined the Telegram channel, link in the description, join right now. It is a free Telegram channel where you receive many more updates and on-chain data. So this is very important. Like I said earlier, tomorrow is Christmas, so we don't seem to expect more crazy volatility in the market because a lot of traders are already relaxing for the holiday. So since there is holiday everywhere in the world almost, then we should expect a very dull momentum, just like we see within this very area. The market does not really have momentum within this very price area when the market was coming back down. So the same momentum is going to also be when the market is going to move upward. So what I'm expecting is not a crazy aggressive move to the upside. I am not looking at the market moving upward, then sluggishly move upward just like that, and it can also come back to the downside. That kind of stability in price, market is not really moving faster to the upside, not really dumping downward. That stability in price is what I want to see this very month of December. And I've been talking about this stability in price for a very long time, because after stability in price, where you can actually call the accumulation phase on the lower time frame, then we should have an expansion. And once that expansion comes in, it's going to be a bullish expansion to the upside in the month of January, February for me, and this is my opinion right here. So this is what you have to pay attention to on this very price action, ETH USDT 4-hour chart. Sol USDT 4-hour chart. If you look at this price action, it is covered that the market is about to move to the upside. Look at it right here. So this very area of interest, okay, that is where the market is right now. We've seen the market just enter into this very area of interest. Okay, so if market enter into an area of interest like this, then there is a high possibility that the market is going to move upward. The worst case scenario we can see here is for the market to come back down a little bit into this order block area at this very point. Okay, so this order block area is a point to pay attention to, this very point right at this very area. Okay, and market can dip into this area before the final move to the upside. However, I think the market is going to have that very move to the upside within this very area. Either the point of interest or the order block area is going to be an area where the market is going to move up from. Now, if you are expecting that the market on Sol to dip back down below this very price area, that is this very price level of $117, I think that possibility is there, but market should first of all move upward. Okay, market should first of all move upward because market has already moved from this very area. This was a bear drop to where the market is right now, and the market can come back into this area and then move upward. So after a bear drop is a bullish expansion. So if you're looking for a bullish expansion from where the market is at this very point, I think that is the best thing to do, because if this bear drop dropped, enter into this very area of interest, then we should see a bullish expansion from here to the upside. And that is what I am looking at right now. What that means is I am not expecting that the market dip back down below this very area of $117, sorry. And this is on the short time. I'm looking at in the next coming days, okay, 24 to 48 hours from now. What I'm expecting is for the market to from here, okay, move to the upside. That is from this very area. I should see the market move upward, or market come back down into this very order block area and then move upward as well. This is very, very important. Now, once I receive that signal and confirmation on my price action, I will drop that very trade setup on the Telegram channel as well to give you an idea of what to do and what not to do on this very price action SolUSDT 4 hours chart. And this is very, very important. Now, if you go to coin bubbles, you discover that a lot of coins are in the red zone. We only have Pimpin right here, which is 20.1%. All the way to the upside, we have RIN 15%, all the way to the upside, CC 3.6%, all the way upward, we have XDC, this is just 1.8%, we have MKR, this is just 2%, and you discover that a lot of coins are in the red right now. What I am expecting is stability in price before any movement to the upside, which is a bullish expansion. That is my personal opinion. I don't know what your take is. Do you think in January 2026 we're going to see significant bullish move in the price of crypto? Comment below in the comment section of this very video. And if you've not supported this channel, consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for all that crypto content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.